night. It is the morning. I have a bunch of errands to do today, so I'm not going to spend as much time with the cutie little pie, because I definitely leave him here while I go do my stuff. So yeah, grocery store, post office, bank. I have to have a crown put on my tooth. And then, oh, we're going to like some kind of wine event this evening that our friends are putting on too. So busy day. I should probably wash my hair again, unfortunately. To baby. Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh my gosh. I need you to stop, sir. Oh my gosh. You are so cute. I'm gonna start crying. I know. I'm sorry. I just love you so much.
What's up?
I don't know. I just haven't vlogged anything today.
Oh,
so.
dear. Of all the things that we've just done.
I forgot. Hey guys, Jake and I just got home. We went to our friends. They had like our friends are realtors, and they had like a holiday kind of party thing, like specifically geared like for their realtory business. I can do words. Anyways, just got home. I didn't like do any footage of when I was actually looking cuter or of the party, but we're home now. Oh baby. And I have like no footage and no video. So I'm gonna do, I just watched Dee Dee's day 2 of Vlogmas, and she posted a tag. So I'm gonna do that tag. I think it's like the book rating tag, I think. So I'm gonna do that in a little bit. We need to eat still. And yeah, I completely forgot to, I could have like vlogged just a clip of the room just to show that we're out doing something, but nope. I forget things. Baby's wild right now. I had a glass of wine, so I have to wait to feed him. I gave him 2 ounces of milk from a bottle, but he's still acting wild right now, so I don't know how to tell him, like, wait 1 hour, sir. Because babies don't understand English. What is this stain over here? We're all stained up already. Cutie pie. All right, back from headquarters. I am going to try to do this video, which I should have posted yesterday, but that's okay. So I'm going to be doing the how do we rate our books tag, which Dee Dee did on day 2 of Vlogmas. And so I will link her video below, and I'll link the original video. Yeah, original video. I see it here in her little box. I guess I could have just searched for it anyways too, but anyways. All right, so the first question is, how often do you DNF and what makes you DNF? I personally love DNFing because to me it's still like accomplishing something. That book has been removed from my TBR. To be fair, I'm not a huge like library reader, so most of the books that I read, I'm going to say 99.5% of the books that I read are books that are on my shelves like currently while I'm reading. So when I DNF, it is still, that's not even what the question is, but that's okay. I love DNFing. How often? I am pretty frequent. I'm not gonna like force myself to read a book that I don't want to read. Most of the time, if I'm DNFing a book, it's like a book that I haven't personally selected for myself, or something maybe that's been on my shelves for a long time. And what makes me DNF primarily is writing, to be honest. I don't like plot, and like there's no, people are always like, oh, that ticks my boxes or whatever, where, people really like dark academia or, space operas or, heavy literary fiction, like all of these like types of books or things, plots or genres or like things that happen. I am not attached to any of that. I literally do not care about the content of a book, which sounds bad, but that is not, it's just not what draws me to a book. What draws me to a book is the writing, the vibe, the feel, like, you know, how you feel when you're reading the book. So if an author's writing does not agree with me, then I DNF. Personally, for me, that is like overly descriptive language. I don't need to know about the cascading locks of, you know, golden brown whatevers, or the, you know, I just do not care. Overly descriptive language just grates on me, which is primarily, I feel like, in nature writing, because the author is trying to build a scene, like paint a picture in your brain, and also in usually genre fiction, so like romance, mystery type things, where it's like, you know, she walked in with her short skirt and, you know, high heels and blah blah. Like I literally do not care what a character looks like that, unless it has to do with the plot. Like if it's, you know, some kind of racial thing or whatever, then obviously I want to know at least those like general things. But I don't need to like visualize the person in my head in order for a book to be enjoyable, and it actually actively makes it unenjoyable for me. So I I I hate that kind of stuff. Question two, do you rate books 1 star? I have recently, because of BookTube Prize. I think before BookTube Prize, I was like, I don't do 1 stars. It's DNF or 2 star. Those are like my only. I actually probably should have gone and looked at how many books I've given a 1 star to. I'm gonna say most of them are books because of BookTube Prize, and then probably books that I read like a long time ago that I rated after I joined Goodreads, because I had been obviously reading prior to joining Goodreads. Um, and also I used to rate my books differently. I used to rate on a curved scale, which is no, I used to rate where like 3 is like okay, you know? So like 1 is horrendous, 2 is bad, 3 is okay, 4 is good, and 5 is I loved it. That's how I used to rate my books. That is not how I rate my books anymore. Now it is a curved scale. I do not rate anything that I don't like, basically. Like 2 is okay. So okay is 2, which brings us to question 3. What is a 2 star book to you? 2 is okay. I got through it. It was tolerable. I'm not mad that I read it. So I guess that would be a 1 star rating. Is I'm mad that I finished the book, and I should have DNF'd it. 2, again, is it was okay. It was acceptable. I'm not mad that I read it. I don't really feel like I give too many 2 stars either. I mostly give 2.5 stars, and then I do round down on Goodreads, because I don't want to rate that a 3. Because to me, a 3 star book, which is question 4, is a book that I actually liked. I like my 3 stars. 3 stars, I think, are great books. Maybe not great. I think they're good books. I think they're enjoyable. There's something about it that I liked. I'm happy that I read, like I'm actively happy as opposed to like indifferent, if that makes sense. Is a 3 star book good for you? Oh, I guess that's just what the question is. A 3 star book good for you? Yes, yes. A 3 star book, a 3 star book is good for me. 5, what does 4 stars mean to you? 4 stars to me is fantastic. So a 4 star book is, it's not perfect, but it is absolutely fantastic. And I will say most of the books that I rate are between 3.5 and 4.5. I feel like that's like my average kind of rating is, I do a lot of 3.5s, a lot of 4s, and a lot of 4.5s. So yeah, a 4 star to me means like this is on my favorites shelf, basically. I really don't know what even gets a 5 star at this point, but that's okay. Question 6, do you ever do half-star ratings? As I've mentioned, I definitely do. I just don't understand why we can't do half stars on Goodreads. Like Goodreads is so bad at so many things, and the only reason that I'm still on it is because it is so like comprehensive. I know Storygraph is fantastic, but I just like you know, once you've put so many eggs in a basket, you can't just throw the basket in the trash. You know what I mean? Do you ever, question 7 is, do you ever, or do you rate books 5 stars often? What do 5 star books do to make them rate that high? I used to rate a lot of books 5 stars. If I were to go back and look at my Goodreads from before I started BookTube, um, I feel like there's a lot of 5 star reads, and I definitely don't do that anymore. To me, 5 stars is just, it's like literally life changing. It's really, really hard. I feel like usually it's books that are well written and emotionally impactful, and like that I think are meaningful, like have a weight to them. So if I think that something is absolutely perfect, but there's something about it that I don't think is quite like, then it'll get a 4.5 star, which I should probably round up on Goodreads, just because they probably do deserve it and I'm being stingy. I've become stingy with my fives. I don't know what to say. But like perfect example for me for a 5-star book is Know My Name by Chanel Miller. Like that's a 10-star book. That book is perfect in every way possible. And also it's kind of hard, to be honest, because I think the more you read, the more critical you become, and like the more, I mean, stingy again is maybe not the right word, but you realize, like, once you've read something like Know My Name by Chanel Miller, even though you're not intentionally doing it, you're kind of like comparing all future memoirs to that book. Like, if something isn't as good as that, like, does it deserve a 5 star? I don't know. I just don't know. Question 8, has your rating of books changed over the years? As I've mentioned, yes, it has. I used to be very much, again, okay, or 3 is just average, okay, whatever. But now for me, 3 is good. If I rate something 3, I'm probably not recommending it to every single actually, I probably wouldn't recommend most of the books that I read to most people because most of them are involve like murder or rape or other terrible things. Because I don't know what to tell you. So my book preferences, I feel like, are very specific. So where was I going with this? Has my rating of books changed over the years? Right. It just has. Yes, that is the correct answer, is yes. And question 9 is, where do you record your ratings of your books? So I record them on Goodreads, Storygraph. I have an Excel spreadsheet on my computer, and I also mark it in my bullet journal. I don't have a specific reading bullet journal, but most of my like personal life, the only thing that I do really besides work is read. So most of my like just regular bullet journal is geared towards reading, like lists and challenges and what I've read and all of that kind of stuff. So I do keep it in my bullet journal as well, which means that every time I finish a book, I have to do like a lot of work, which is kind of fun, but it's starting to feel like a bit much because I also have to like document, you know, I document it in 2 spreadsheets, 2 online platforms, and then like 1, 2, 3 different places in my bullet journal, which seems like a lot, but oh well. It is what it is. All right, perfect. So if you have not done this tag, I tag you. I don't know because I haven't been watching lots of people's videos. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys shortly because it's already 3 p.m. on the 8th and this is my day 7 video. So I'm not missing a video. I'm posting 2 today. I am sorry to everyone. Just don't watch it if you don't want to. That's the easiest solution. Anyways, I don't know what just happened. I'm losing my marbles.